Hello.
Hello, teacher. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm fine. You?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Let's wait for your friends. After that, we can start.
Okay, sure.
I think we can start. Okay. So before we start the new lesson,
Okay.
can you remind me of what we did the day before?
In the last lesson,
Yeah.
تكلمنا عن كان عن الكلاوس. It begins with a WH word اللي هي الهاب والوير
Yes.
وإلى
Good.
آخره.
Okay. Good.
وتكلمنا عن الفيرس أيضا والفرق
What?
بيناتهم سواء independent
Yes.
سواء
Good.
independent or ايش كانت هاي الثانية dependent right.
Yeah. Dependent and independent. Yeah. What's the
yes
difference between dependent and independent?
independent it begins with the WH words
وش نقصد بها بالعربية؟
right وتكون الجملة مستقلة. بين الجملة المستقلة والغير مستقلة. المستقلة اللي هي بتبلش بأدوات أدوات الربط
Yes.
سواء
Good.
عن
Connect. Yeah. Good.
yes سواء عن yes بأدوات الربط سواء نتكلم عن التايم or time place and yes
Yes,
that's
this is okay. Good, great. Okay. الجملة الكاملة والغير كاملة. شغل الاندبندنت هي ما تستحقش وش ما تستحقش الكاملة. الاندبندنت اسكو تستحق تكملها ولا لا؟
ايه تستحق.
independent not dependent.
لا
لا
تستحق.
ما تستحق.
Good. Yes. Okay, good. Okay. So today we are going to see like sentences. We are going to see like the lesson is going to be about sentences.
Okay.
So let's start. What's wrong with it? Okay. Who's gonna like read the examples? Try to read the examples.
Sentences.
Yeah.
Also, studying French seems difficult. It's simpler than you think.
Yes,
I
good.
will
Yeah.
I will register as soon as possible and start working. She loved flowers, and
Yes.
I always bought her flowers. However, she didn't like to get them.
Yes,
She
good.
didn't want to go to the dentist,
Yes.
yet she went anyway. My father's job is very difficult, but he enjoys going to work every day.
Okay. Can you see like is it like understandable the sentences or not?
Uh, a little bit. يعني my father's job is very difficult. عمل بتاع مختلف.
Like
But he
difficult.
enjoy بس يعني إنه هو ممتع لما يمشي للعمل every day.
Like my father's job is very difficult. Difficult which means صعب. صعيب.
صعب. Yeah.
But he enjoys going to work every day. لكن يستمتع بالذهاب إلى العمل كل يوم. She loved flowers and I always bought her flowers. However, she didn't like to get them. تحب الأزهار and I always bought her flowers. يعني ديما نشري لها نوار. However, she didn't like to get them. لكن ما تحبش تديهم.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will register as soon as possible and start working. Although studying French seems difficult, it's simpler than you think. This, like, all of them are sentences. It's easy. But today we are going to see the different types of sentences. يعني مختلف الأنواع تاع الجمل. Okay? So let's start. Okay. Before that, let's know what do we mean about sentences. So sentence. The sentence is a set of words that is complete in itself, typically containing a subject and predicate, conveying a statement, question, exclamation, or comment, and consisting of a main clause and sometimes one or more subordinate clauses. Okay, can someone explain to me what is the meaning of this?
يعني الجملة بتتكون من عدة كلمات بتكون نفسها من خلال هذه الكلمات.
What else?
وبالإضافة بتتكون من يعني الموضوع بيكون موضوع أساسي أو تكون على شكل سؤال. ممكن تكون سؤال جملة سؤال أو yes.
What do you mean about predicate?
Sorry?
Predicate.
ماني أعرف والله. فاعل؟
Yeah.
Yes.
Conveying a statement, question, exclamation, or comment, and consisting of a main clause. Main clause, what is it main clause? Is it dependent or independent? The main clause. And sometimes one or more subordinate clauses. Subordinate clauses اللي فيها connectors. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Dependent.
Yes, good. Okay. Main clause, it is like the independent one. Okay. So types of sentences, there are 4 types of sentences. كاين 4 أنواع تاع الجمل. عندنا simple sentence, عندنا compound sentence, complex sentence, و compound complex sentence. Simple sentence, نبدو ب simple sentence اللي هي
الجملة البسيطة.
Yes, good. It consists of independent clause with one verb and subject. فيها فعل وسوجي واحد. Okay? So, for example, Joe اللي هو subject, waited اللي هو verb for the train. هذه independent clause. ما فيهاش الأدوات الربط هذه. Donc هذه جملة مكمولة. Joe waited for the train. It is understandable. Okay? Joe waited for the train. Joe is a subject. Waited is a verb. So one subject, one verb. This is simple sentence. Okay? Is it easy?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, good. let's move to the second type, which is a compound sentence. Compound sentence. Compound شو معناتها compound؟ Compound. What do we mean about compound? Compound. جملة مركبة. A compound sentence. It consists of two or more independent clauses joined together. The independent clauses can be joined together on one of three ways. Donc, الكompound sentence هذه تتكون من زوز independent clauses. Independent clauses اللي هي الجملة المكمولة. اوكي، زوز جمل مكمولين مربوطين في بعضهم. قادرين يكونوا مربوطين coordinating conjunction ولا conjunctive adverb ولا semicolon. semicolon اللي هي النقطة هذيك اللي الفاصلة اللي فوقها نقطة. اوكي؟ point virgule. For example, with a coordinating conjunction عندنا independent clause plus coordinator plus independent clause. For example, I like football and I like hockey. So and هنا هي coordinating conjunction. So I like football هي جملة مكمولة تقدر تحبس هنا ما تستحقش تكملها. I like football. وعندك I like hockey باش تربطهم مع بعضهم تحط and. Okay? So عندكم زوز جمل زوز independent clauses مربوطين بالand. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. This is like a compound sentence with a coordinating conjunction. Let's move to the second one, which is a compound sentence with a conjunctive adverb. عندنا independent clause plus conjunctive adverb plus independent clause. وقلت لكم باللي compound sentence هي two independent clauses مربوطين بأداة. الأداة هذه سواء تكون coordinating conjunction اللي هي ال and وال but وال or وبلا بلا بلا ولا conjunctive adverb ولا point virgule semicolon. Okay? So with a conjunctive adverb, independent clause plus conjunctive adverb plus independent clause. For example, I washed my hands. Therefore هنا هي conjunctive adverb. My hands are clean. Do you understand? Can you give me another example of that? Can you give me another example of like compound sentence with a conjunctive adverb?
I like swimming and I like go to the cinema.
Okay, this is like with a coordinating conjunction, like compound sentence with a coordinating conjunction. Can you give me example with a conjunctive adverb? Conjunctive adverb.
اللي هي مثلا I'm study with my friends. بتصير؟
Repeat.
اللي هي I'm study with my friends.
Yeah, but like I'm studying with my friend. Like this is like independent clause. You need like two independent clause وتربطهم بأداة اللي هي الأداة conjunctive adverb.
اوكي تمام.
Yeah. Can you give me an example? I'm waiting.
هي مفهوم لكن الأمثال ما قاعد تحضر الآن. يعني هو مفهوم بس الأمثال ما قاعد تجي.
Okay, like تقدر تربطها يعني for example عندكم therefore عندكم accordingly also however indeed just like two independent clauses مربوطين بالأدوات هذو الأدوات تاع conjunctive adverb. هي مفهومة هذه مفهومة؟
ايه مفهومة.
Okay. If it is like understandable, let's move to the other one to not lose time. Okay, so the third one, it is compound sentence with a semicolon. Semicolon اللي هي point virgule. like الفاصلة اللي فوقها نقطة هذه. So independent clause plus semicolon plus independent clause. For example, I'm going home. We have here in the middle semicolon, and I intend to stay there. So I'm going home. This is independent clause. I intend to stay there. This is another independent clause. وربطناها semicolon. حطينا في النص semicolon. Okay? This is compound sentence with a semicolon. Okay? Easy? Can we move to the other type?
ممكن بس تعيديها مرة هذه اللي هي
Okay.
with.
Okay, good. Okay, so you have independent clause. عندكم زوج جمل مكمولين. تحطوا في النص بركة semicolon اللي هي هذه الفاصلة اللي فوقها نقطة. تربطوهم كيف هكا. يعني I'm going home. This is independent clause. و I intend to stay there. This is another independent clause. وفي النص تحطوا semicolon. That's it. This type we call it a compound sentence with a semicolon. That's it. Easy?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, let's move to the other type. A complex sentence now. A complex sentence. Complex معقدة. It consists of one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. هنا تختلف. عندكم تتكون من one independent clause جملة مكمولة و one or more dependent clauses. dependent clauses اللي قلت لكم فيها الأدوات الربط هذيك اللي هي ما هيش مفهومة ما هيش مكمولة. Okay? So, number one, complex sentence with adverb clause. For example, since he has expressed his regret. Since he has expressed his regret, this is dependent clause. Why? Because we have since. We have like connector. أداة الربط. So, since he has expressed his regret, we will forget about it. We will forget about it. This is like independent clause. إذا قلتي we will forget about it هنا يعني تقدر تخليها وحدها جملة ومفهومة. لكن إذا قلتي since he has expressed his regret راح تقول كمل الجملة يعني ما هيش مفهومة راح تكملها. Okay? So this is like complex sentence with adverb clause. وعليها قلنا adverb clause because we have like here like since. Okay? Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, number two, complex sentence with adjective clause. وقلت لكم adjective clause اللي هي فيها relative pronouns. Relative pronouns, for example, who. Okay? For example, this student who comes from Japan is a very nice person. So, عندنا this student comes from Japan is a very nice person. Where is like the independent? Where is the dependent clause here? Where is like the dependent and independent?
الديبندنت تبلش من this is a student how comes from Japan. والindependent
Student who comes from Japan
yes.
is a very nice person. So if you said, for example, is a very nice person, this is understandable?
No.
You see?
No.
So, this student is a very nice person. This is like independent clause. Who comes from Japan? This is dependent clause. Okay, because it starts with WH. Okay, with
Okay.
WH, with a relative pronoun. So adjective clause starts always with like who, like for example, I don't know, like you have relative pronouns. So complex sentence with adjective clauses. This student who comes from Japan is a very nice person. This is easy. This is the easiest one. Complex sentence with adjective clause. Is it understandable? Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example?
This a person who comes to work
Yes.
is a very بس بنقول is a very nice person. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Yes. Okay. Yes, good. Let's move to the last one, which is like complex sentence with a noun clause. Complex sentence with a noun clause. Okay, the doctor was sure that the patient would recover. So, what is the dependent and independent clause here? The dependent and independent. The doctor was sure. Is it dependent or independent?
Dependent.
Doctor was sure. Dependent.
independent.
Independent.
Dependent or independent?
Independent.
Independent. That the patient would recover. Is it dependent or independent?
Dependent.
That the patient would recover. The doctor was sure. If I said, for example, the doctor was sure, and I stop here, is it understandable?
No.
If I
No.
said, for example, that the patient would recover, is it understandable?
Yes.
See? So it's like that. Okay, so complex sentence with a noun clause. Noun clause, you have that, okay? The patient would recover. So this is like a complex sentence, like one independent clause, okay? And one dependent clause connected like to each other with like a noun, okay? The noun clause is that the patient would recover, okay? Or the doctor, like the patient would recover, okay? So is it easy till now? Can we move to the other type?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, so we said like we have simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Now we are going to see another type. Okay, which is the last type, compound complex sentence. Compound complex sentence, okay? So it consists of two or more independent clauses and one or more dependent clauses. So عندكم راح تتكون هذه من زوز ولا أكثر من independent clauses اللي هي الجملة المكمولة المفهومة ولا ومعاه one or more dependent clauses اللي هي الجمل الغير مفهومة أوكي الغير مكمولة أوكي it is a combination of compound sentence من الاسم تفهموها يعني هي compound sentence مع complex sentence هي جاية مع بعضها compound و complex sentence مع بعضهم تجمعهم ما بيناتهم A complex sentence join it to another sentence with a coordinating conjunction or conjunctive adverb. Complex sentence مربوطة بالجملة واحدة أخرى بالcoordinating conjunction اللي هما البut والor والand, okay? And conjunctive adverb, for example, since, okay? Like, I don't know, however, okay? So, compound complex sentences can be difficult and confusing to punctuate. تكون صعيبة باش تقطهم تنقيط يعني. The compound complex part of the sentence is punctuated like a compound sentence with a semicolon and comma. نقدروا نديروها نفرقوا ما بين الجمل هذو بالسيميكولون ولا كاما بالفاصلة ولا الفاصلة اللي فوقها نقطة or with a comma before a coordinator ولا نحطوا فاصلة قبل أداة الربط that connects two clauses الأداة الربط اللي تربط بين الجملتين. The complex part of the sentence is punctuated like a complex sentence. A comma follows a dependent adverb clause, but no comma are used with noun clauses. So if I gave you an example here, everything is going to be clear, okay? So let's see the example. I invited Bruno to the concert, comma, but he can only go if one of us gives him a ride, dot. Cassie has a bountiful vegetable garden, we have, comma, so she is always outside when it is sunny. So, do you understand? So you have here, I invited Bruno to the concert. This is independent clause. Okay, this is understandable. We put a comma before the connector, the coordinating conjunction, which is like but. He can only go if one of us gives him a ride. This is dependent clause because it starts with but. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any questions till here?
No.
Okay, good. Okay. Cassie has a bountiful vegetable garden. We put comma before so, okay? And so it is like at the trabut connector. So she is always outside when it is sunny. So it is like that. It is easy. So you have independent clauses connected with a connector, and we put before the connector we put a comma. Okay. So to distinguish between the dependent clause and the dependent clause, to separate between them. Okay. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So till now we see only like the different types of sentences. We said we have 4 types of sentences. We have simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence. This is it. 4 types of sentences. And most of them are related, are connected to each other with the connectors or a comma or semicolon. Okay, like coordinating conjunction or conjunctive adverbs. Okay, and also like comma or semicolon. And that's it. Except like the simple sentence, which is gonna just contain like one verb and one subject. That's it. Simple sentence is easy, the easiest one. So let's move to the task now. Who can read the task? I need someone to read.
Okay.
Maison.
Yes. Yeah, one of you.
Maison will. Yes, I'm reading. Maison will attend a new school soon.
Okay. So he said first.
Continue.
Just wait. He said like on the line, identifying each sentence as either simple or compound. So you are going to tell me like, is it, for example, the first sentence, is it like a simple sentence or a compound sentence? Okay. And like before telling me that, you need to explain to me why. So for example, the first sentence, is it simple or compound?
I think simple.
Yes. Why? Yes, good. Why?
أول دلالة لأن أول شيء مفهوم يعني في فقط verb و
Yes, good. Yes, it contains only like a verb, one verb, which is like will attend, and one subject, which is like maison. Good. Yes, so the first example is a simple one. Okay, the second one, who's gonna read?
Margaret and Maison have been friends for a very long time.
Good. So it is like a simple or compound?
Compound.
Why compound?
Because friends have been friends for هم جملة مركبة منها.
Listen to me. It is a simple, first of all, because it contains just like subject and a verb, which is like have been. So I said compound. الكمباوند الفرق بين الكمباوند والسمبل. simple فيها غير sujet يعني subject وفيها verb, one verb. بصح الكمباوند فيها dependent و independent. فيها dependent clause و independent clause وتكون مربوطة بأداة. وهنا ما كانش حتى أداة تعربط. ما كانش dependent وما كانش independent clause. ما كانش زوج جمل. كاين غير جملة واحدة. So it is simple sentence. It is not compound. Yeah, it is not a compound sentence. Okay, good. Number 3.
Maison is going to blue here, but Margaret will stay behind.
Yes, good. Okay, so it is compound or simple?
I think compound.
Yes, why?
Because موجود هنا كما أول شيء اللي هي فاصلة بين الجملتين.
Good.
في اللي هي أداة ربط.
Good.
مثل باك. Yes.
Excellent. Good. Yes. And but is a coordinating conjunction. Okay, good.
Yes.
So this is compound sentence. Good. Okay, next example. Number 4.
She will leave soon
Mm-hmm.
and she still has to pack.
Good.
This is compound
Excellent. Why?
لأن وجود الأداة
Yes.
والأدفير
Good.
يعني
Yes, good. Okay, where is like the connector here? Where is the connector? when هي الأداة.
الكومة.
Yeah, we have comma, and we have after comma what we have?
البوينت.
We have and.
And. Yeah.
Yes, and is a conjunctive, like coordinating conjuncture, coordinating connector. Okay, so this is why you have and, we have but, we have or, so it is a compound sentence. Good. Okay, number 5.
This last summer with Mason is a time for great change for the care of friendship. I think a simple sentence.
Good. Yes, good. Why simple sentence?
دينا في subject to verb فقط فيها.
Yes. Next.
Mason thanks for Margaret as her best friend in the whole world. This is simple sentence because يعني إنه موجود فيها ال adjective والsubject
Yes, good. Yes, good. Okay, good. Yes. Next one.
Sometimes things change and they can't change back again.
Excellent. Yes.
Compound sentence.
Yes. Why?
Because the first we have a comma and and هي نفس
Yes.
الاسم.
Good. Perfect. Yeah. Good. Okay. The last one. The last sentence.
the friendship might end or
Yes.
it may stay the same. This is
Good.
compound because this have or and
Excellent.
comma.
Good. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. Good. So let's move to the second task. Read each pair of sentences, then make a compound sentence by joining the two sentences with a comma and a conjunction. So راح تربطوا، راح تقراها هذه، راح تقروا الجمل هذوما، عندكم 6 جمل في example واحد، عندكم 6 جمل راح تربطوهم فاصلة زائد أداة ربط. Okay? So let's start with the first one. Margaret's poem is long. It is not complicated. Okay. Can you do it?
But I think but it is not.
Excellent. Good. Yes, good. Okay. So we put comma. So we are going to say Margaret's poem is long, comma, but it is not complicated. Good. Okay, number 2.
Margaret does not discuss Mason in this poem, but she does.
Yes.
Tell about her Father's Day.
Excellent. Good. Okay, number 3. Number 3.
The boy mentions
Yes.
Margaret's mother.
Yes.
It quotes advice from Mr. Dale.
Yes. So which connector here? Easy.
And?
Excellent. Yes, and. Yeah, good. And. Okay, so we are going to say the poem mentions Margaret's mother, like comma, and it quotes advice from Mr. Dell. Okay, so number 4.
Margaret could have refused or write the poem, and she could have refused to read
Yes.
it to the class.
Excellent. Good. Yes. Good. Yes. And okay. Next one.
The poem was well written,
Yes.
and Mr. Isola was proud of Margaret's effort.
Good. Yes. Good. Okay. Next one.
The class did not say anything about the poem, and they didn't react to it.
Not and, but
But they did react
excellent.
to it.
Excellent. Good. Yes. But okay. Next one.
Maybe no one knew know what to say,
Yes.
and maybe the students were afraid to say the wrong thing.
We can say and
هي
or
بتيجي but يمكن but أو because.
not, but not because. Maybe we can say or. Like maybe no one knew
Or.
what to say, or maybe the students were afraid to say the wrong thing. This is it. Or.
Right.
We are going to say
Yeah.
or. Oh. Okay. So the last one.
The students were silent,
Mhm.
but Mrs. Blaise knew what to write.
Excellent. Good. Okay. So till now, is it understandable? Is it easy?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, good.
No, thank you.
So the next lesson is going to be on Thursday at 10 p.m. Okay? Thursday. Like
Okay,
after
inshallah.
tomorrow. Okay, so thank you for joining me on Zoom and thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.